Most people plan their retirement around one number, how long they think they'll live, based on some average they half remember. But averages hide something important. Life expectancy has been quietly climbing for decades, and it's higher than most people assume. And if you're planning as a couple, the number that actually matters isn't either of your individual life expectancies. It's the chance that at least one of you is still around well past that. That chance is a lot higher than either of you would guess alone. So today, I want to show you why planning for an average might be quietly underpreparing you for the retirement you're actually going to have. Working out what your own plan can actually absorb over a longer than expected retirement is exactly the kind of thing I help people structure properly. There's a link below, but let me show you why this matters more than most people realise first. I've been working in financial planning since 2008, and one of the most common mistakes I see is people planning around an average, when an average is exactly the number nobody actually lives. Here's what's actually true. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, life expectancy in this country has been rising for decades, and it keeps rising. Let's use 65 as an example, since that's a common planning age. A 65-year-old man today can expect to live into his mid to late 80s. A 65-year-old woman into her late 80s. And that's just the average. Half of everyone that age lives longer than that. So if your plan is quietly built around the average, there's a genuine chance it's underpreparing you for your own actual retirement. But here's where it gets more important still. Most people aren't planning alone, they're planning as a couple. And when you're planning as a couple, that question isn't, how long will I live? It's, how long will at least one of us be around? And because you only need one of you to reach a very long life for the money to matter, that combined chance is meaningfully higher than either person's own odds alone. Which means a plan built around the average person is often missing the mark twice over. Once because averages hide the range, and again because a couple's real-time horizon is longer than either individual's. So instead of planning around a single number, what you actually want is to plan around a range. Not, I'll probably live to X, but my plan needs to hold up, even if one of us is still here at 95 or 100. That sounds like it should feel more frightening. In practice, it's the opposite. Because once the plan is built to hold up at the longer end of the range, you stop having to quietly wonder whether you've got it wrong. The uncertainty gets absorbed into the plan itself, instead of sitting in the back of your mind. So the question isn't really, what happens if I live to 100? It's, does my plan still work if I do? And that's a very different, much more answerable question. It's not about predicting your own lifespan. It's about making sure whatever number it turns out to be, your plan was already built to handle it. This is general in nature, so it's important to consider your own situation, because the right range to plan for will be different for everyone. Now, once you've planned around a longer horizon than you might have expected, there's a practical question right behind it. How much can you actually safely draw each year, knowing the money might need to last a lot longer than you thought? Get that number wrong in either direction and it causes real problems. That's what this next video is about. If you'd like help building a plan that holds up no matter how long retirement lasts, I work with Australians approaching retirement at exactly this position. You can find details below.